everybody, welcome to my channel Rabbit and Rose. Today I'm going to show you how to make two super cute things that you already saw on the intro, and I am loving. I have one right here behind me that you can see. It looks so cute, and I want to go ahead and say that I did not design these. I wish I had, because they are amazing and they look so cool, but I didn't. I found them on Pinterest. They are from two different French bloggers that were nice enough to share them with us for free, and they worked really hard at them because they are so awesome. And they're both in French, like I said. One of them, the unicorn, is by Charlotte in French, and the name of her blog is Rose Caramelle. And the bunny is, I don't know the name of the person. I don't know if she designed it, but she's sharing it. But the name of this other blog is Rose Layette. The instructions for both are in French, but they do have pictures. And if you want to make your own, you have to go to that website, print the pattern, and then come here so you can see this video and we'll make it together. So you're going to need anything to cut with, scissors or an X-Acto knife, adhesive, glue, tape, I use both, a wall so you can display them, and cardstock. It's better to use cardstock over paper because paper is kind of flimsy and it's not going to look very pretty. Cardstock will look, it's going to look nicer. So let me show you how you can make it. I enlarged the pattern a little bit just because I wanted the bunny to be just a little larger, and to do that I had to separate it into two pages. So the first thing we're gonna do is just cut it. You can use your scissors or your X-Acto knife, which is the one I'm going to use just because it's more precise, especially on the sharp corners. So I cut all around it, being extra careful not to cut those tabs because we are going to need those to put it together. And it was a little time consuming, but this one is rather small, so it was actually easy. I use my scissors to cut the front part of the bunny's face. I guess is the mouth or the nose, I'm not sure, because they are rounded. Same thing with the ears. It is easy to use your scissors when you have rounded things. Since we're not using regular paper but cardstock that is thicker, we have to score it at the folds before we can actually fold it. For that, I'm going to use a pen with no ink and my ruler, and I'm gonna put everything on top of a little stack of paper so I can have some cushion, and I'm gonna just go over all of those lines so later on it's super easy to fold. And you want to put enough pressure on the pen to score the cardstock to make a little indentation, but not too much that you will rip it, because it could happen. So just enough pressure but not too much. So once you have scored over all of those lines, you want to start folding them. I wanted my bunny head to be completely white, so I made the pattern black and white, and I'm going to leave the printed side in the inside. But in the link that I put on the description box, you're going to see that they give you options for different patterns that you can print in different colors. They have pink with flowers, they have blue, they have green, I think. So if you want to do this and you want to print it with color ink, then you can do this, and in that case then you want to have the color in the outside, of course. Or you could also print on color paper if perhaps you don't have a printer that prints in color, so you can just buy color paper, which they have in so many different colors, and you can just use that and just make sure that the color is in the outside. So now we're going to glue the sides. Actually, I didn't quite glue. I used regular tape. You can use glue or double-sided tape, but I thought it was easier because it's kind of smallish. I use regular tape. So this is super easy. You just have to attach those little tabs to the inside of the panel that is next to it. And you just want to make sure that it aligns, especially making sure that it looks pretty on the outside. It's gonna look like a little ball when you're finished, and just keep looking at the outside of the bunny, making sure it looks nice. It doesn't matter how it looks on the inside because nobody's gonna see it, but just pay attention to the outside. That flat panel is the back of the bunny's head, and for that one I use glue. So with a little Q-tip I put glue in the inside of the head of the bunny, and then I just close it together, let it dry, and now we just have to attach the ears. To display the head of the bunny, I took a frame and I took it apart to remove the glass. And then I put everything back together, but I replaced that ugly picture that comes with the frame with a really pretty pink glittery paper. Then I just attached the bunny's head to the frame. For that I used double-sided tape, that kind of foamy double-sided tape. I used that on the ears because I wanted to give them some kind of dimension. It didn't quite work because the foamy tape was not thick enough, but well, I tried it. And then for the head of the bunny I used glue. And that's it, just attach it to that glittery paper, let it dry really well, and then I decorated it. So my bunny, if you haven't suspected already, is a girl bunny. So I added some paper flowers to her left ear. I attached them with hot glue, and now it looks extra cute. You don't have to decorate it, you could leave it just like that, or you could also make it a boy bunny. I think it will look really cute if perhaps you attach a bow tie to the bottom of the head. That will look really cute. But I decided mine was gonna be a girl, so I added flowers. What do you think about these paper flowers? I was thinking about showing you how to make them, but that would have been a really long video, so maybe I'll do that for later. Tell me in the comments below if that is something you would like to see. Small cardstock flowers. The unicorn head is the same concept as the bunny head, but it's a little bit more complicated, a little bit more time consuming because it comes in 8 different pieces that you have to put together. One thing that I wanted to mention is in the piece that is labeled as number 1, you can see there are 2 lines in that little diamond shape that are printed in red. That is because those are not for folding, those you have to cut. And the diamond shape you're gonna cut away, that is where the unicorn horn is gonna go. So after you cut all the pieces, you score them and you fold them, we are gonna put them together. And for that you just have to match the numbers. For example here, L2 is gonna go attached to number 2. The numbers are not always in the same piece, so this is how you know which piece goes where. You just have to match the numbers. Just as with the bunny head, I put everything together with tape, but because this one is larger and maybe heavier because it has more pieces of paper, I reinforced it with glue. So I first put the pieces together with the tape in case I made any mistakes, and then once I was sure that it was in the position that it needed to go, I put glue. The numbers on the pieces don't necessarily mean that is the order in which you have to attach them. I don't think so, and that is not how I did it. Because, for example, the horn of the unicorn is piece number 2, and I thought, if I attach that right at the beginning, it's gonna be really uncomfortable to work with that horn and it might get squished. So I didn't attach that until the very end. So you're gonna have the head, which are parts 1, 3, 4, and 5, and in a separate piece you're gonna have the neck of the unicorn, which are parts 6, 7, and 8. You build these 2 separately, and once you have them ready, you put them together. I wrapped the horn in holographic paper to make it more magical. And then I passed it through the neck of the unicorn, through that hole in the shape of a diamond that we had cut out, secured it with tape. And the last thing that we have to do that you can't forget are the ears. You just have to bend them slightly and then glue them to that crease where the head of the unicorn meets the neck. I cut a few pieces of holographic paper or holographic plastic to make the mane of the unicorn, and I attached them to the top of the neck with my hot glue gun. I also cut 2 lashes for the eyes of the unicorn, and I cut them the same way I cut the ones for the bunny sleep mask. So I attached them, and the only thing that we have to do now is put it on the wall. And you hang it from that big triangle that is in the back of the neck. And I simply use a thumbtack to hang it. So what do you think? Aren't they so cool? They look amazing. You can decorate them in so many different ways. And you could do the same thing that I did with the bunny, that I enlarged it. I enlarged it only a little bit, but if you take it to, I don't know, Office Depot or somewhere, they could enlarge it really big and it's gonna look so awesome. So I hope you make your own. Tell me in the comments which one is your favorite, if the bunny or the unicorn. I can't decide which one I like better. I like them both so much. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. If you like this video, don't forget to like it, share it with your friends so they can make their own, and if you haven't already, very important, subscribe. If you do, this huge kiss is for you. See you next time.